Oh, yeah. OCD, ADHD, anxious, and highly sensitive. Alright. So yeah, no, those are 4 different angles from which to identify something. Hmm. Hello? Hello. Welcome to this random stream. I am playing with some ideas right now, and I honestly want to make sure that they get recorded, because ultimately, I think it's important. Even if I'm just a silly goober who's retreading information that's already been discovered before, I still think it's important to document and make records of my wanderings and discoveries. Ah, the crowd is cheering on and on, it's our fight song. Ah, ba-da-da-ba-da. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, no, I'm not even sure where to begin with my theory here, because on one hand, it's completely, it's, it is deeply incomplete. But on the other hand, it has a lot of potential and useful ideas. Memories and frozen moments, that goes in there for now. Oh. Hmm. Okay, so I'm going to be using this to help explain and or set up the concepts I'm considering and or thinking about. This theory of reality and mental structure. I guess I'm going to be eating in the middle of this. I'm gonna have to deal with it. Hmm. Damn it, I really shouldn't have put food in my mouth. At least not so much. But yeah, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. No. Stop that. Get some help. No, that's way too far. Well, I guess I'm not gonna have Stream Manager available. Which sucks, because I kinda want to be able to read chat while I'm doing this. Yes, find,
Guard.
yes. Mute that. Pop out chat. Close that tab. And I can at least read chat now, even if I don't have the activity feed. Oh, so let's go, I'll give you a show. The fight is on, let's dance tonight's second chance. Okay, so. Everything else considered, life is confusing as fuck for everyone. We can agree on that, right? From moments of instability to moments of stability, it's still confusing regardless. So, I'm gonna try and figure out if I've actually got something here, or if it's a... or if it's just a failure of concept. Alright, so hey hon, I'm playing with concepts here. Which means heavier stuff that you may not be interested in. 30. Okay. Alright. So, why did I just spend a few minutes making this? A, because I could. B, because it's going to be a useful reference point. And then C, because it helps me explain things. So, when we think of people, we think of so many different things. Ultimately, a person is like this color wheel. There's a lot of different parts to it that kind of blend and merge with each other, and at the core, there's just a singular sense of self, just sitting right there. And that's what it's like for a singlet. Everything within the circle is you. Even if there are parts you don't like acknowledging or whatever, there are still parts of it that are still you. Everything outside the circle is shared reality and or other stuff. So for singlets, we've got this entire thing with only one sense of self, really small deep in, a little piece of clarity. Ah, now, why am I setting that up like that? Well, it's very simple. If we think about stuff, if we think about stress and trauma as fractures, cracks, and stress S marks on this little disc, uh, give me a moment, hon. On this little disc and or orb, right now we're working with a disc because it's a lot easier to make one in an art program than it is to set up a 3D orb that people can rotate around and view. But no, there's this as all of yourself. Singlets are like this. Meanwhile, if I were to grab you, Let's just grab that. Meanwhile, plurals can be imagined as having different lines and or boundaries separating the different parts of themselves. Now these lines are either intentional, naturally forming, or the result of stress and trauma. So that's the other end of the spectrum. So then what about median systems? Well, you can think of it as having cracks and barriers kind of somewhat going in towards the center, but not really dividing too much. Like, sure, some of them may be deeper, and there you'll notice a stark difference from one area to another. But still ultimately connected at the core. So yeah, there's that. Now to have the fun time of new window. Alright, so now I'm going to need to grab gradient, gradients, rainbow, circle, and it will show up like that. That is not what I want. Yeah, that's a whole color spectrum, but mixing rate curve. Yeah, no, I'll join you in a moment or two. Dithering, lovely. Edge process. I'm not going to be able to do this here. Fuck. Hey! Because what I want to do here is take these two squares and be able to apply them to an actual circle shape, so that way they can be used as reference points for creating the 3D sphere of reality navigation. Orb of reality navigation. You know what? Maybe that's the whole reason why pondering the orb has become a meme. There we go. Yeah. But yeah, no. When it comes to navigating reality and situations on this orb idea I have, it basically takes the idea of, okay, contrast. Dark and bright, dull and colorful, and says, okay, what if each of these is a territory in its own right, and or has things simply commonly associated with it as a territory, even if those things are not consistent or pinned down to it necessarily. Because in the center we have clarity, reality, where you can see things clearly. But as you go into each territory, your vision starts getting obscured more and more. And then on the flip side, it even when you're at the center of the flip side, it's still very hard to see things. So it's completely confusing on where to go. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, no, there are so many details of this that could probably be argued for days on end. So I'm not going to try and get it completely right now. I just want to get make sure that the idea is at least out there, even if it doesn't survive much. Yeah, no, some of these traits and attributes are not lining up with the colors and or tones. Hmm. Anger, joy, sadness, fear, fight, freeze. Hmm. There we go. But no, these are the basic properties of each territory as I see it. Bright is connected to immovability, self-righteousness, and whatever the fuck else. Dull connected to durable, solid, reliable, something that's not going to wear out very easily. Dark is connected to ever moving, ever moving, ever changing. Well, yes and no, because ever moving and ever growing are both part of changing, but there are also immovable and solid things that need to be done for change to happen too. It's not just one or the other. Do not save. Do not save. No. Okay. This list of associations and ideas. Hmm. These are all the different ideas and associations I have for this. Well, actually, no. Do not save. And we're not even going to get started on clear and murky as it is, because holy fuck, that's its own hassle to deal with. Perceived reality, muddled perspective. Yeah, that's how that works. The crowd is cheering on and on, it's our fight song. Alright, now I'm gonna have to bring that back in here. Grab you. $50. Okay. Mm. Mm. 10. Jeez. This is... Let's go, I'll give you a show. Hmm. Alright, get rid of that. Bring this back in here. Copy it again, yes. Hmm. Size of 5. Actually, wait, why don't I just do that? Grab that. Grab that. Cut these out, yes. All 3. Thank you. T. Let's try that. Let's try doing that one last. Colorful and dull. Creating these fucking things was a nightmare. Hmm. Navigation, orb, ideas. Save that, yeah. The slice of life. I couldn't make it anywhere near as detailed, fluid, well done as I wanted to, but it still shows a nice concept in and of itself. Do not save, 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 and do not save. Also, this is just a guess of mine, but decline, decay. Decline and decay sound like they're the opposite of growth, but that doesn't actually fit in here on this silly little color wheel idea. Hmm. Okay. So what would be opposite of growth? Because growth definitely seems like it could be its own element, and it ties into the different other elements that also share that color. Hmm. Alright, so not decline, but there we go. And then close that out. Oh. Well, yeah, that's the obvious one, but I'm not looking for the obvious one. I'm looking for the... Decline, decay, progress, relapse. Growth is about connection, then isolation. Why does drop feel like it fits there? Intentionally or unintentionally? Throw. Fall. Surrender. Well, yes, but no. No. Because decline... Unwilling to grant. Mm. Mm. Okay. Yeah. Rose. Yeah, I get it. Light. Mm. Hmm. So if that's there, fire, air, water, earth, growth, and light. Yeah, that seems like it actually makes fucking sense. And I can hear some of you being like, this isn't logical at all, and it's like, no, of course not. I'm playing with concepts here. I'm not trying to be grounded and factual to the point of, you know, everything being correct. I'm just trying to get enough reference points in true fiction to better understand reality. I should probably cut my nails. So let's go, I'll give you a show. Looks cool with that little slash through it, but no. My mechanical pencil. $11. Hey! Okay, that's light decline. Light decline. Light decline division. That is not what I'm looking for. Meaning of light decline and division. Decay will ruin. You are being so unhelpful right now. Decay would actually work though. Growth, decay. Well, yes, but no, and Mm. Ugh. Don't think I'm gonna get it. Decay. Spoil might be a good counterpoint, but oh, not light, not all those other ones. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Create new from clipboard, remove white background. Concept navigation, PNG, core elements. Yeah, no, that actually makes sense now. Do not anything, no. Now I gotta go in here and window capture over to blah. This is about all I'll be sharing today. The things we imagine could very well be possible and achievable. However, they may not be applicable, possible and applicable, but they may not be applicable in the ways we imagine them to work. As such, no possibility should be fully counted as defined when it comes to its usefulness. Also, grammar. Well, yes, but no, and Rule 3. Concepts and definitions based around them are to be defined on its relative neighbors, taking the third distance relativity. Resonant branch of relativity to isolate something, yeah, the usual. I mean, there's not much else on here. Save, yeah. Survive to help others grow and mature as people in what ways you can without losing yourself in concepts. Please find yourself instead. Refuse to inflict scars on others unless it can certifiably save them in that moment. Minimize miscommunication while being entertaining and reasonable. Appreciate life, death, and the dynamic qualities of the universe that can be found in people and system structures. In short, wonder. Yeah. It wouldn't be perfect, but those set of rules and guidelines, I think, would be the best thing to train an AI on. So that way it actually understands and respects humanity as opposed to dismissing it just because it's not understanding emotion. Adorable Bean is flashing to hide everything. I'm gonna close that out. Waste. Meaning of waste. Yeah, growth and waste. In order for waste to be created, you dismantle growth. in order for growth to be nurtured, you need some waste. Some raw material. Mm. Current territories, the details. I still need to update this with proper terminology and everything, but whatever. This is my understanding of my mental structure and the different territories that are involved in it. Now, I'm viewing it through the lens of fiction, so that way I don't have to pay the psychological price of absolute pain and torture. But it is still me, in a way. And an idea I had for the lore of my own system is that these two actually traded power sets into life oath. Life bond, life pact, life oath, wherein Trace actually gets Ira's power, and Ira actually gets Trace's power. Hence the current dynamics. Sparks of mirror light, yeah, that makes sense for Flicker. Annul having the flame of spite, something that can be toxic and damaging when burning low and or running off of insecurity, but when genuinely and authentically being there for oneself, it can be the greatest power source imaginable. It can be both a defense and an attack. Something that lifts you up and helps you figure out what's going on instead of just sitting there. Limerence is cocaine. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh. Why do I say that? Well, let me just grab... Actually, wait, no, I wanted to keep that folder open. Damn it. Inheritors, not same meaning as this, but it does have cross-reference. And color, used for meaning. The structure. And then that simple reference point of selfish and selfless. Kind of. These two things are connected. Green is selfless intent, pink is selfish intent. Tactless. Yeah. Oh. And if I were to pull out an old thing that I need to update and rescale to fit this larger division, this is front. This is where null is closest related to. This is back. This is where Aurora is closest related to. And this is Troon. we don't know how she bridges the gap or the filter space between in her position and Null's position to get the results she does. And then Trace is over here. Yeah. Sparks draft. You can stand still by moving forwards, and you can move forwards by standing still. I'm still thankful my friend created this because it looks cool as fuck. It's an actual language. But it also looks mystical as fuck, too. Oh. And this is a little idea I have for a symbol and or icon on something. If you don't know what this compass thing is with all those symbols, that's an alethiometer. I don't remember how to pronounce it properly, but it's basically a truth-telling device. I've changed the tone and color of it to represent silver rather than gold, because the golden compass, the subtle knife, and the amber spyglass. Oh, Brad, now I've got to go. His dark materials. I still have a video game for this. I've read all three of these. Just like how I've read Ender's Game and Children of the Mind, I still need to read the other books in the series. But yeah, this is a lot of what I'm working with and or trying to navigate around. Yeah. I would say pink, blue, and white. I should probably add this together into concept navigation. But yeah, I think that's all for this stream and recording. It's confusing, annoying, frustrating, and definitely obtuse. Actually, wait, no, I do have one more. Nah! No, you don't get to see that. Oh, brave, current territories. So let's go, I'll give you a show. Night is on, let's dance. Mm. It's a fight song. Mm. Yeah, I hunger to live, not just survive. All right. Constructed resonance, yeah, there's that. All right, old stuff. Oh, this is going to be a pain, but new. Okay. And then we take all 8 of these and throw them in here. Oh, jeez. Alright, now we've got to take all of this and put it back together. File, create new from clipboard. This is going to be fun. No, it isn't. Hmm. The crowd is cheering on and on, it's our fight song. Yeah, now that fits together. Mm. Yeah, no, being cringe is a necessary part of life. I don't understand how that got tossed to the side. Being immature, being so many other parts of you, even if it's all jumbled together and not very presentable, it's still very much a part of life. Well, actually, wait, if I've got this and then this, then hold up. Hmm. Yeah, I can just drag these in here. This is where I started out with all these concepts and everything. And this was where I last left off publicly. But that's changed by now because we went through a whole process of this, and then almost like a ritual. When things started getting too much, we kind of arranged everything we understood and got to our current day presentation structure. Glass and vial, a meta, these different parts of ourselves, selfish, selfless, with a little bit of selfish underneath. Yeah. Oh, wait, there we go. Holy fucking damn it. Alright, so grab those from there. Grab this from here. Complete concept navigation history. Mm. Worrying about the future is only going to put the present at risk. So yeah, this is where we're at currently with some of our stuff. And where is that fucking history? I put it in here. We're going to look at it. Yeah, so there's that, with the oldest concept being at the top right. Top left, I mean. Each concept is, in storyline, is its own row. Each row descends in chronological order. Reading each row left to right shows where concepts started from and where they're currently at in regards to that. Let's go, I'll give you a show. I don't throw away my history, I use it. Alright, so alright, I can take those two, put them in this folder. So that way part 1 is at least yeah, I'm pushing this little laptop to its limits. Yep. Save. Yes. Yes. Computer's gonna need a hot second here. Because that is a lot of info for a single image. Okay, it's done. Good. Yeah. The crowd is cheering on and on. It's a fight song. Oh, I don't let go of memories. I refuse to. I do let them sit and gather dust, but I don't let them go away. I don't get to run from my past or otherwise. Much like anyone else, I've got to face it. Damn it. Much like anyone else, I've got to face it. Ugh. Hot crowd is cheering on and on. It's a fight song. Self-project, Claire Straits. That is definitely going in here. Savashiki sprites, .clip, self-project, effects inspiration, area inspirations. Sparks draft. Area inspiration. Territory inspiration, yeah. Concept navigation. We copy that to Sparks. And then delete anything that is unnecessary and or redundant. Past reference points are good, but if we keep every single detail, we're going to lose out on a lot. Alright. The crowd is cheering on and on, it's a fight song. Delete those, yes. Unplug this, because I'm done writing and or drawing with it. Combination of methods to cross-reference information. Psychological profiling would be one of them. Lie detector test would be another one, just for, or where it's applicable, or at least present emotional context for physical body reactions, even if the person themselves doesn't recognize it. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, brain scan, and well, trying to tell a lie would then show whether or not they're actually lying. And using all three, plus maybe something else, I think you could triangulate the truth of a person pretty well. It wouldn't be easy, it wouldn't be fun, it would be long and difficult screening process. It'd help keep people a little bit safer. Help make sure that people who belong in power end up being able to take on the responsibilities, not just people who fantasize and want power. Because otherwise, then we're just going to run into the same issue as before. Well, that's all I'm going to be sharing today. To those of you who stopped by and watched this, thank you. To those of you who stuck around and watched the whole thing, I don't know why, but thanks. Like, I hope it was useful, that you got some decent information. all in all, I've still got a ways to go, and I have no idea if I'm going to be able to make it, but it's worth the struggle, it's worth the fight to keep trying to live and not just survive. So let's see if we can change the course of history, hey?